In Washington State, the areas where communities of color live are also some of the areas in which the major concentration of contaminants are.
Washington Can found its way into doing climate justice organizing work because we're a racial and economic justice organization, and really working at the intersections of those two things and recognizing that the climate justice and environmental justice movement really excluded people of color and low-income folks. The reality of where politics is right now is that we're hearing so much hate speech, we're hearing so much bigotry and racism, and that's scary.
There's a very serious fear that climate change is just not going to be actually addressed, that the debate is going to stop with the powers that be fundamentally saying that the impacts that our communities are feeling are all false, when that's something that we know is actually quite the opposite, and we have a huge mandate to do something about.
The folks that have contributed the least to the climate problem are the ones that are going to be affected the most. So we want to make sure that their voices are being heard, and whatever policy takes shape, it includes the conversations about low-income communities and communities of color.
We may, need to tax ourselves. And the only way that a tax like that would pass is if everyone's informed about the problems. I can live in my home on the hill and say, yeah, those are everyone else's issues. But the reality is every day they're my issues.
The recovery after the recession has affected low-income communities and communities of color at a different rate. So there's a need to reinvest in our communities so that the benefit or whatever program is set in place, it helps these communities to thrive.
There's this opportunity with our economy to create green jobs, and a lot of those green jobs are directly connected to recovering your environment. So actually we can have whole generations experience and participate in the kind of work that protects them in their communities.
I think my dream in the future is to really vote for something I believe in, where we have candidates that I know will have my back alongside our communities of color and poor people. We have to listen to these communities of color because now they're coming out, now they're coming and trying to build power, and we have to listen to them.